Hi, I'm pleased to announce the release of Green Star Buildings, the next evolution to Green Star, probably the largest one ever since its creation. It marks a new stage in what it means to have a great building in Australia. Healthy, resilient, and positive places for people and nature, built responsibly, and showcasing leadership. There were a lot of people who were involved in the development of Green Star Buildings through our expert reference panels, our committees, and our advisory groups. We really want to thank them for their effort, and we thought you'd like to know what they think of the new rating tool. So please, have a listen.
I think Green Star Buildings will further change the built environment by creating buildings which visibly use more natural products, both inside and out, and are rich centres of social interaction. I think what we can't see will also benefit our built environment from the air we breathe and the spaces we occupy, but primarily the reduced impact on the environment.
Green Star Buildings represents the biggest overhaul to our understanding of sustainability in the built environment in Australia. And it broadens our appreciation of social and environmental issues, as well as raising our ambition for the levels of performance we need to address these key challenges. And so by doing that, it represents a material step forward for sustainability in Australian cities.
The new tool really is based on moving us towards a better future. It responds to key issues and sets a path to align the industry.
The new rating tool sets an achievable pathway for everyone to get involved.
In developing Green Star Buildings, we wanted to keep our eyes firmly looking towards the future.
I think Green Star Buildings is going to lead to a generation of buildings that really make a positive contribution to our cities and our places. They're going to have dramatically reduced environmental impacts at all stages of their life cycle. They're going to be resilient to climate change and other shocks and stresses, and they're going to be really healthy and enjoyable places to live and work with those strong connections to nature.
Green Star Buildings presents a tool that can materially manage our climate risk for investment grade property assets in ways that very few tools have been able to do before. Brings a level of sophistication to our assessment of both transitional and direct risk that is truly transformational, and that I hope shapes our thinking around investment and transitional and direct risk management in the built environment moving into the future.
Green Star Buildings once again sets a new benchmark for our industry to aspire to meet the challenges of both climate change and social cohesion.
And Green Star Buildings will make sure that every building is on track to achieving our net zero carbon future.
So I'm most excited about the net zero pathways that are locked into the tool for 6-star buildings now and for 4-star and 5-star buildings into the future. It's a really clear way to drive every building towards net zero through being highly energy efficient, being fossil fuel free and powered by renewables, and that everybody in the industry can really clearly understand those different components. It's going to make a really big contribution towards Melbourne and other cities being able to deliver our climate emergency targets, and to Australia as a whole meeting the Paris Agreement goals.
The new rating tool sets net zero emissions for greenhouse gas emissions at its very core and starts the built environment on this pathway to a carbon positive future. And that for me is such a central part of our ambition and such a central part of our challenge. And I'm incredibly heartened that Green Star for Buildings has taken that step. The second thing that really excites me is the refocusing on nature and on biodiversity, and the links between cities and regions that can come about as a result of a prioritization of biodiversity.
Collaborating with our peers across industry has been critical in the development of Green Star Buildings.
And what excites me the most is not only the collaboration of hundreds of industry professionals who co-created the new tool to create high-performing, resilient and carbon-neutral buildings, but also the fact that the tool brings an understanding of how buildings contribute to our well-being, social connections, as well as creating a positive social impact in our communities.
I think everybody should know that the new Green Star for Buildings tool is achievable. It's a step change, but industry's been involved every step of the way. And the new tool is a fantastic way that can demonstrate to clients, to tenants, to investors, and to the wider community that you are delivering leading outcomes and that they are verified.
Thanks to all of you who provided feedback across the past 3 years. From those of you who attended our early workshops to all of you who provided us with your time during our expert reference panels or multiple committees such as the Technical Advisory Group, our Industry Advisory Group, or our Green Star Advisory Committee. The success of Green Star is really down to you. I say it often, and I mean it. Green Star is by industry and for industry. Without you, Green Star has no chance of succeeding. With you, we have a chance to change the built environment in Australia. So on behalf of everyone here at the Green Building Council of Australia, thank you.